TikTok is ruining a whole generation of children on the internet, and let me explain the 3 reasons why. TikTok is kind of a sad reflection of where the internet's going, where people just want to see quick things that make them laugh. There's no really desire for longer form content anymore, where it may actually makes you think, or it gives you some valuable information or tutorials or anything like that. If you were to open the app right now, I guarantee you would see somebody either dancing or a quick joke or somebody making fun of somebody, and it's kind of the only thing you see on that website. Now, before I continue, I won't say it's only TikTok, because I think Twitter does the same thing, and I think all of the clones of TikTok that are coming out now, like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, are doing the exact same thing. Now, the part that worries me about this is that it's not only YouTube Shorts and TikToks that are doing this. I think this is kind of bleeding over into longer form content on the internet as well, with creators like Mr. Beast having to cut every 2 to 3 seconds to keep the younger audience that he has interested. It's kind of a concerning trend that bleeds over into longer form content on the internet, and I think that's kind of where the internet is going at this current moment. So that brings us into the second reason that I think TikTok is ruining a generation of children on the internet, and that is this weird obsession with dangerous trends on TikTok. It seems like people will do just about anything to get a bunch of views on TikTok. Things like climbing milk crates that obviously aren't very stable, things like dry scooping pre-workout, which is just kind of stupid. And then things like the blackout challenge, where you hold your breath until you pass out. That's been a thing on the internet forever, but it's continued onto TikTok, and it's just a weird thing that people are willing to harm themselves to get views on TikTok. Now, it's not only these directly harmful TikToks that worry me, there's also trends of people pretending like they're at their own funeral to get views, trying to make it sad. There's people that have been trying to pretend to be Holocaust survivors, which is just kind of disgusting. I think overall, all of these trends have a dangerous aspect to them, and it seems like a breeding ground for it on TikTok. And also, almost a quarter of TikTok's users are between the age of 10 and 19. I think that's an age group where kids are more susceptible to outside influence, and I think that maybe TikTok isn't the best influence for children of that age. But regardless of your age, if this video is resonating with you at all, go ahead and leave a like. It helps me out a lot. But let's get into the third reason why TikTok is dangerous for the internet. Now, the last, and I will admit maybe the most interesting aspect of why TikTok is a scary place, is its parent company. Now, TikTok is owned by a Chinese company named ByteDance. If you know anything about the Chinese government, it's that they're not afraid to survey over across businesses that operate out of China. So all of the data that comes into TikTok is free reign for China to sift through and decide what they want to do with it. And believe it or not, social media apps and websites take a lot of data from their users. And this was partially the reason that former President Donald Trump wanted to ban TikTok from the United States, and Biden even had considered it as well. Even if they weren't to outright ban TikTok, I think there's some preventive measures that they can take to protect American citizens from getting their data sent to China. And from TikTok's end, I think one thing that they could do is become a lot more public about what kind of information they gather from their website. I think that's the main concern here, is that there's not a lot of clarity of what kind of information that TikTok collects and where it's going, how long it's stored, and why it's being stored. Another potential outcome is that TikTok sells their company to a more trusted US-based company, such as Microsoft or somebody like that, who at least in the American public's eyes has a lot more trust than a Chinese-owned company like ByteDance. Now, one thing to note here is that American companies do a lot of the same things. They collect data on its users. Facebook does it, Twitter does it, YouTube does it. But I think the thing is that American people have a lot more trust in these companies, and there are protections in place that the wrong data won't get into the wrong hands. Now, obviously, this isn't always the case, but I think that would instill a lot of trust in the American people. Now, like all social media, I think there's a positive side. I'm sure there's great content on TikTok. I'm sure there's great creators who make thoughtful and thought-provoking content, because I've seen good content in the short format. I've seen good YouTube Shorts. I've seen good TikToks. But I think the vast majority of the stuff on that website and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels is pretty garbage. So let me know down in the comments if you agree with me, and watch this video next, because the YouTube algorithm thinks you'll enjoy it.